Hello everyone, this is Janice with cricketology.blogspot.com, and today we're going to be making another little window card. This window card came from the Wildcard Cricut cartridge, and it is button number 3, and the little bird is from the same cartridge. It's in the icon, under the icon button, and I cut the card at 5.5 inches, and I cut the little bird at 5.38 inches in my gypsy. But you know, if you don't have a gypsy, just cut it at 5 1/4 or something like that. And let's go ahead and get started. The top layer here, the card base is a piece of paper from the paper company in Hunter color, and I just love this color. And so I just went ahead and folded it. So now it's a 5.5 by 5.5 card. And then this layer here is glossy paper that I've already gotten ink on it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This is it's a craft sheet, craft mat, that's what it's called. It's from Ranger, and it's usually really big, but I cut mine down so that I would, you know, I could trade them out as I'm working on a project. Sometimes I do just different techniques on one project. Okay, so we're going to take some Versamark, and my stamp pad, I had used the snow cap and I didn't clean it right away, and I took a brush and just scrubbed it under some soap and water, and most of it came off, but there's still some in the grooves, and I'm going to go back and try to get it off, but it's best if you clean it right afterwards, you know. I mean, not like that second or anything, but this paint dries permanent, you know, on most surfaces. So just a word to the wise, okay? Clean your stamps, because that's going to drive me crazy. Some people don't care, and that's great, but for me, that's difficult to deal with. So it should stamp fine though. Okay, so I'm just going to take the Versamark and just stamp it on here. And I need to stamp it again down at the bottom. And obviously you can't see it because it is clear. And I'm just going to you can kind of see it. If I can get right over it. And I missed a spot over here, so I'm going to just come in and get that spot. Okay. And we're going to use this again with the paint in a moment. Okay, now we're going to use our holiday color, Christmas color distress inks. I'm going to start with the Iced Spruce, and what that Versamark is going to do is also going to give us a resist. It's going to resist the ink, and this, I think I said it already, it is glossy paper from Stampin' Up. So I'm just going to start, oops, that was the wrong color. I'll use this one. I'm just going to start blending it. And do some over here. And I'll leave the red for last. This one's the Evergreen Bough. I love that color. And just kind of go over the other color. And you can just keep, you know, just kind of doing your layers however you want. do some more of the evergreen. I want it to be a little more rich. I've been challenging myself to see how many ways I could use that stamp that I got at Michael's, the snowflake stamp. It's a Hero Art stamp that I got on sale at Michael's. Okay, and then we're going to add a touch of this festive berries. And this is a very rich color, so I'm just going to come in here, just, actually this goes like this. And just blend it. So we don't have any harsh lines. Okay, so every time you do this, it's going to be a little bit different, but there it is. I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm going to use Stays On ink, jet black, and this stamp says Joy to the World, and I must have gotten it quite a few years ago at Joann's. I've been collecting for a while now. So now this paper is glossy. And if you are not careful, you'll shift your stamp and it'll smudge. So maybe practice first. See, I didn't even get the whole word world on there, but that's okay. You can tell what it says. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a little while. Now we're going to do the next part of the card, which is this little bird. And as I said, it's from the same cartridge, and I cut this from a scrap piece of, I think it's watercolor paper. I'm not really sure, but it's kind of thick and it's smooth, but it's just kind of like very porous paper. And then I had tried to cut it out of chipboard, just a piece of the backing of a paper pack. And it's a glossy, and it wasn't taking the Distress ink very well. It wasn't drying. So I cut another one. I just really wanted it to be a thick, kind of a chipboard piece. So we're going to attach those two. But before we do that, I took this stamp that I had gotten probably at Big Lots, again, quite some time ago. And I'm going to stamp it with Stays On. Just a little bit in the corner. I'll need a little more. And we're going to press a little bird on there. Okay. And this you clean with Stays On all-purpose cleaner. That'll come off pretty easily. And what I did with this one, with this bird, is I took the festive berries and colored him. When I tried to do it on that glossy cardstock, it didn't take the ink. But whatever this is, it's so porous that it's such a nice, rich red color, which is what I wanted. Kind of like give the effect of a cardinal. Okay, so he's going to be in the corner here of our card, but I want to layer him first. Let's see, get some glue. I'm going to use this one, the multi-liquid glue. Ah. Wow. Butterfingers. Okay. I had an idea. I think once this glue is out, completely out, I'm going to fill this bottle with the, what do you call that? The quick dry. The Scotch quick dry, and see how it does in that bottle. I just love this nozzle on this bottle. It gives me good control. So I'm going to try that. See how it works. If any of you have tried that, let me know. Please leave me a comment. Okay, so we're going to let that dry. And then the next thing we want to do is our acetate piece, which is hard to find because it's clear. Here it is. So that's to make the window here. Okay, this piece of acetate measures 2 1/4 by 5, and I've got gluey fingers and I'm getting it on. So we're going to do the same effect, snowy effect, that we did before. This is what got me into trouble with not cleaning my stamp. So I'm just going to dab the paint again on here, and then I'm going to, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to go clean it. And I've got a piece of paper underneath the acetate because I'm going to use glitter. Yes, I am on a glitter kick. So yes, I am a glitter queen. Somebody left me a comment about that. I thought that was so funny. Yes, the glitter queen. You know what? I'm going to go the other way. It's fine. I can control it better. And I'm just going to press my fingers. Okay, this is going to be washed. I'm going to put it over here so I don't forget. And then I'm going to get my Dazzling Diamonds. And to sprinkle it, because while this paint is wet, the glitter will stick to it. It's also going to stick, it's going to stick on this whole acetate because of the static. But if you tap it, you can get it off. And you'll get glitter on yourself and everything else, but you know, it's okay. It will not hurt you. But if you don't like the mess of glitter, you might want to just skip the glitter step. I'm just going to pour this back in here. Okay, so that step is done. Okay, and then we've got this little window here that I cut out of DCWV glitter paper, which is really the best glitter paper that I own. You have to be very careful that you don't get a glitter paper that will shed the glitter off, because it can damage your machine, your Cricut machine. So just be careful with that. So I know there are other companies that have good glitter paper. This is just the best that I have because I've had it for a long time. Okay, so I need my craft sheet again. Good morning, Adrian. Okay, so I need to hurry up and finish up this card because I gotta go snuggle with my son who just woke up. Okay, and then this piece goes on the back here. I'm just going to put some more of this Tombow Mono liquid glue. And I want the sparkly side outward. Just press it in place. Okay, and then let's see my ETG. Oh no. I forgot something. Let's see if I can do it. I forgot that I wanted this ribbon there, so let's do the ribbon real quickly. Just going to make my bow in my traditional bow making way. I just take a little block. This one is 2.5 by 2.5, and I take a length of ribbon and I use it as my third hand, so to speak, so that I can pull my ribbon tightly. This ribbon's from the Dollar Tree. I love their satin ribbon. And I just kind of pull it nice and tightly. I'm just going to cut this side to an angle. And then I slip it off. And then I cut it on the back. So I can wrap it like this. And then tape it on the back. I need some tape. Okay, so there's that. The bird will fit right there. Okay, now I need my ETV. I did the same thing with the ribbon the first time. I totally forgot. And then for the inside, since this is dark paper, I'm going to put a piece of white paper that I cut 2.5 by 5 to write my sentiment in. And then my little bird goes right there. And I did pop him up on some foam. And I'm just going to put it on this side of his body. This part is showing a little bit. There we go. And there you have it, our window card. Thanks for watching. Bye.